Hello, my name is Laura Gangstad. I'm a librarian at the Hussey-Mayfield Memorial Public Library. I am excited to see you here today. This is the second in the series of videos that we are creating for our experiments called Create Like Temple. We are meeting on Tuesdays at 4:30 on Zoom. If you weren't able to join us, that's fine. We just have kits waiting for you at the library. Why are we doing all this? We are doing this because we are ramping up and getting excited about our virtual visit with Temple Grandin. She wrote the book called Calling All Minds: How to Think and Create Like an Inventor. She is a very special person, and you are going to learn more and more about her as you participate with us. So without further ado, we are going to make our experiment. So get your kit ready. In your kit, you should have a pencil, a pipe cleaner, string, 2 little cups. I threw in some glue dots just in case you don't have tape. Tape would be easier, but you can try the glue dots. And last but not least, you need the paper. I chose construction paper because it's what I had around at the library. In the book, Temple uses oatmeal cartons that are very sturdy and tall, but you know, like Temple, we make do with what we have and we see what works. So today, we are going to do these experiments outside. You need your paper, and there are some score marks on your paper, and that is where you're going to cut. So here we go. I'm going to cut right along this line here. I'm going to keep the paper folded. And then I'm going to cut along this line, and I just cut out a little box. And then I'm going to cut here, cut out another rectangular box. So I cut out 2. Now there's another one. I didn't copy all the lines, so just imagine there's a line there, and you're going to cut out another box. Now you will see a piece of paper like this. It has 2 towers at the top, and if you wrap it around in circles, it almost looks like a crown. The wall of your wishing well here. I made one here so you can see it. Mine, I colored it green, and I made little forget-me-nots on it. Okay, after you color it, go ahead and loop it around, and you're going to measure it so it fits around your big cup. All right, then I'm going to put 2 pieces of tape on there. If you need to, you can use the glue dots. The glue dots can be kind of tricky to peel apart, but they're useful if you need them. Okay, the next thing, these are the towers around our wishing well. Well, the first thing that we'll have to do is put a handle on our little bucket. If you notice, there are little holes here on each side of the bucket, and you can string your pipe cleaner in through those holes. And I apologize, some of these holes might be too big, so if you put water in there, they will leak. But maybe you can put some tape on there and it won't leak through if you really want to use it to hold water. So I poked the hole through my pipe cleaner through the hole, and now I've created a little handle. I don't want my handle too big. So here's my bucket with a handle. So now I can carry water. Now I want to go to my well, and I want to get water that's deep down in the hole, But if I don't have a string on there, it's going to go way down deep and I can't get a hold of it. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take a piece of string, tie it onto my handle, and make a simple knot at the top. And now I have a bucket with a string. So now I can put it down in my well and draw it all the way down. I'm going to pretend it's really deep. And then I'm going to pull it out, and then I get my water. Well, here's where this pencil comes in. We are going to create a pulley. So I'm going to put this in here into these two holes. I have to push it through just so, and I'm going to make it so it's even on both sides. All right, so here is my pulley. I'm going to put my string, I'm going to tie it in the middle here, on the middle of this pencil. I tie it in a knot, tie it tight, tied it in a knot. Okay, so now I have my bucket tied to the string, and now how does it work? If I put the bucket in there, it goes way down deep in the ground. So let's just pretend this is the ground, so it's way down deep. Well, if the string is not wound up, it's going to get tangled. So here's where the pulley works. All we need to do is turn the pencil around and round, and I'm going to hold it a little bit tight, the string a little bit tight, so it winds around. And then if you see it, see how the string's all nice and neat on there? I pulled up my bucket. Now I'm going to turn it the other way and you can watch it go down. See how nice and neat that is? See how the string just winds around my pulley? Pulls it right up. Ta-da! Now you can make this fun. Put this pulley on your cup. You can put water in there, and you can pretend to get water out of a well. And then to make it even fancier, you take one of these pieces of paper, put it on the top, and give it a little shelter. And make your own wishing well. Why do you need a pulley? Well, if you need to pick something up that's really heavy, or something that is very deep in the ground, like our bucket of water, you would need to tie a string to the handle of your bucket and pull it out of the ground. The string could get very, very long if it's hundreds of feet down. Something that you could wind your string around would be very helpful. And if it's very heavy, you need something to make it so it's not so heavy. So a pulley distributes the weight of the water or the object that you're pulling out of the ground. The way it works is you draw from the well using a pulley because it helps change the direction of force applied to it. This in turn makes it easy to get move the object out of the ground. In this case, the pulley helps lift the bucket of water upwards. Force is the energy it takes to do the work. If it's really heavy and you're pulling really hard on the string, it would hurt your hands. But if you just loop the string over a pulley, it would take some of the weight off your hand and it wouldn't hurt so bad. When you start lifting heavy things, you'll know why this is important. But in this case, we are learning to make a pulley from a pencil and a string. We will see you next time for Create Like Temple. Week 3 is making a marionette. I hope to see you next time. And remember, mark your calendars, May 17th at 1 p.m. And we will be seeing Temple Grandin virtually in Zionsville. Have fun creating and innovating. See you next time.